Good morning. Welcome to the Kansas Virtual College Fair. Well, I suppose if you are on Eastern time, it's a good afternoon. So I want to at least acknowledge that if we have any attendees from that neck of the woods. Thanks for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started today. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your cameras and microphones are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. So the good news is you don't have to worry about anything other than just listening to the great information presented by each of the 6 schools in our session today. This is just one of many different sessions happening. Be sure to sign up for additional ones at the same place you signed up for this one. And this presentation is being recorded. It'll be available within about a week at the same website where you registered. Again, to mention the Q&A, if you have questions with specific schools, please note that in the Q&A so that the proper representative can answer. So if it's for a specific school, make sure you note that. We are in session C3, that is in the bottom right part, using the pretend laser pointer here to show you those. That'll be the order of our presentations. So all the housekeeping stuff is out of the way, so I will step out of the way and allow for our first presentation, and it'll be from Florida Southern University.
Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Anna, and I am the undergraduate admissions counselor here at Florida Southern College. I work with students from the Midwest as well as the Great Plains states and 2 counties in Florida as well. Just to get started on some basic information about Florida Southern, Florida Southern College is located right in between Tampa and Orlando in Lakeland, Florida, and we were founded in 1883, which makes us one of the oldest private colleges in the state of Florida. We're home to about 3,000 total students, 60% of which are from the state of Florida, but 40% are from out of state, representing nearly all 50 states and 50 foreign countries as well. Here at Florida Southern, we have over 70 programs of study, as well as 16 pre-professional tracks. And our most popular majors are biology, marine biology, nursing, business, music, theater, and exercise science as well. We are a liberal arts college at our core, so you are going to get a well-rounded degree no matter what you major in. Regardless of what you major in, though, we do emphasize engaged experiential learning, which basically just means that you will be an active participant in your classroom. So we really believe in the power of learning by doing and immersing our students in their field as soon as possible. We're able to offer this kind of engaged learning experience in part because of our small class sizes. So our average class size is 18 students and our student faculty ratio is 14:1. And all of our classes are taught by professors themselves. So we never have graduate students leading courses. And this just ensures that you are learning from experts in your field at all times. As an extension of our engaged learning experience, we do offer these 3 guarantees, and that is study abroad, professional internships, and graduation in 4 years or less. So the first guarantee that I'd like to highlight is that study abroad option. And we guarantee this through our junior journey program, which is a 7 to 10 day trip over school breaks in either your junior or senior year. You go with the professor, so there is an academic component to it. And you do get course credit for these trips, but the best part about these trips is that they are at little to no additional cost to our students whatsoever. There are both domestic and international trip options. And since it happens over school breaks, you can go on one that isn't affiliated with your major. We also guarantee internships to all of our students, regardless of major. And this is super important because 95% of employers are looking for new hires with experience. And an internship allows you to be a competitive candidate once you enter the job market. And students have the option to do internships locally during the school year, or you can go closer to home for internships during school breaks as well. Finally, we do guarantee graduation in 4 years or less, and we are able to guarantee this because kind of in addition to everything that I've already shared, students are also paired with an academic advisor in their field of study as soon as you're on campus, and you meet with that academic advisor several times per year to make sure you're on track for graduation. We're also very transfer credit friendly, so you may be able to come into college with some credits under your belt. So to kind of summarize everything that I have shared so far, these academic opportunities are so important because they do translate into post-graduation success, and 97% of our students report achieving their post-graduation goals within 1 year after graduating from Florida Southern. So about a third of our students do go on to a graduate or professional program of some kind, and the remaining 2/3 do enter the competitive job market. Now, I know that academics and outcomes are definitely a really important part of your college experience, but I also want to talk about student life because Florida Southern prides itself on being a true campus community. In fact, we do require students to live on campus for all 4 years, meaning that you are guaranteed to have housing on campus for all 4 years as well. Our 16 housing options include on-campus dorms as well as apartment complexes near campus, but those are typically set aside for upperclassmen. Aside from housing, we do have 20 NCAA Division II athletic teams with 30 national championships among them all. And we also have several opportunities to participate in sports at the club and intramural as well. And about 50% of our student body population does participate in intramurals on campus too. We also have over 100 student clubs and organizations ranging anywhere from Greek life and campus ministries to special interest clubs and organizations like our CAT club. Basically, I mean, there's a ton of ways to get involved, connect and show your school spirit on campus too. Now that I've kind of shared a little bit of basic information about Florida Southern, let's officially talk about how to become a mock, and that is the snake, not the shoe. We are the Florida Southern moccasins. So first and foremost, I mean, it's 100% totally free to apply regardless of how you do so. Our application is open on our website, and we're also available on Common App and Coalition. In addition to the application, we also need your high school transcript, a letter of recommendation from a teacher or counselor, and a personal statement. This year, we've adopted a test optional policy, so you can either submit your ACT or SAT scores, or you don't have to submit them at all. And you can send in these materials one at a time, so you don't have to worry about getting everything together and submitting your application. You can submit everything as they come in. And once we receive all of your documents, we'll get you a decision within 3 to 6 weeks because we are enrolling in mission. So finally, we know that the cost of college can be overwhelming, so every application is automatically considered for an academic-based scholarship, but we also strongly encourage all students to file the FAFSA, and that just opened last Thursday, October 1st, and this is just so that you can be considered for federal, state, and additional aid as well. Some of our departments also offer specific scholarships based on audition, portfolio review, interview, or athletic recruitment. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And we're also an aid stacking institution, so we can accept outside scholarships and college savings plans. And all of this is just to ensure that you can earn financial aid from a variety of sources. But thank you so much for spending some time with me this morning. I hope you all have a great day.
Anna, thank you very much. And I want to remind everyone that you can use the Q&A button at any time to ask questions for any of our presenters. I want to make a note to the presenters to make sure that in the Q&A to not dismiss questions that have not been answered yet. That's an easy thing to do when you try to answer a question. So we want to make sure that all the questions stay in the open area until they are asked. Up next, we will hear from Oklahoma City University.
Great, thanks, Russ. Let me get to my share screen. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Karen Babb. I'm one of the admissions counselors at Oklahoma City University. I have the entire Midwest as well as a few local high schools here in Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City University, we're a private institution established in 1904. We have, you can see a breakdown of our undergraduate students to our graduate students, but we have about 1,600 undergraduate students. We bring in about 400 new students each year. We are United Methodist affiliated, and then our class size average is about 17 students to 1 faculty member. You can see here we have the 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio as well. So what that means for you is that your professors are going to know who you are, be able to give you great recommendation letters whenever you're applying for internships, for jobs in the future. All of our faculty are hold the highest level of their degree in their field. You can see here 78% of them. And all of the classes are taught by faculty, so no classes are taught by any grad students as well. So we consider ourselves Oklahoma City's university because we're located right here in the heart of the city. We are very proud of our Oklahoma City Thunder, and we hope to continue them in the finals in the future. We also have a really great river walk and a river rapid adventure. Oklahoma City is growing really fast, and we're excited about that. We're number 25th largest US city in the country. So we are in the NAIA division. We are the number one in our division. We compete in about 22 sports each year. So there's a ton of activity that happens every year with all of our sports. So I'll move into each college in particular. So first is our Petrie College of Arts and Sciences. There's a few programs that are really excited that we're proud of. One is our philosophy, political science, economics. That is a fast track for law school. So you complete 3 years here at OCU, and then you do 4 years at our OCU law campus. So it cuts a year off of your entire law school education. We added a new esports management major. It's for students who want to start in the esports world with broadcasting, team management. We're really excited about that degree. And then we also have a game design and animation degree for students to learn how to draw the games, the scenes. So just a lot of exciting degrees happening in this college. Next is our Minder School of Business. So really exciting with the School of Business. We're in the top 4.5% of business schools worldwide. And all of our students will graduate being Bloomberg certified so they can put that on their resume. And next is our Kramer School of Nursing. We have all the way from bachelor's to PhD students in our School of Nursing. And we also have a phenomenal honors program as well. So moving on to our performing arts side of campus, we're very well known for our performing arts. Both our Wanda L. Bass School of Music and the Ann Lacey School of American Dance and Entertainment are consistently in the top 10 programs nationwide. Our School of Music has a new artist in residence this year. So she's a past alum. Her name is Kristen Chenoweth, if anyone has heard of her. She is our current artist in residence who's giving master classes each semester. Our Ann Lacey School of American Dance and Entertainment, we have the most Rockettes out of any university that have performed in the Rockettes, so we're really proud of that. And then our School of Theater puts on the most undergraduate performances out of any university in the nation. We also have really great pre-professional programs. So if you're wanting to go into medical school, pharmacy school, we have an easy way to get into those programs with internships, job experiences, etc. You can see a list of our minors. A minor is a really great way to add on to your education, and then a few certificate programs as well. Sorry, there's so much information on these slides and I'm kind of brushing through it all. So how do you get into OCU? Application, you can submit the Common App, our application, we don't take a precedent one way or the other. Official test scores, if you want to be considered for our competitive scholarships and academic scholarships. So we are test optional this year as well. But if you want to be considered for academic merit-based scholarships, you need to submit your test scores. And then you can see everything else we require here. So I want to talk a little bit about costs and scholarships. So here's our breakdown of the cost. It looks intimidating, but you can only just go lower than that with our scholarships and our awards and FAFSA. So, and then we work with you every year to get a breakdown of your costs. So that way it's not as intimidating whenever you get into college. You can see here a little bit of our scholarships. This is both academic and departmental. And so they start with a 22 on the ACT and a 3.0 GPA. And then for our performing arts students, they do not qualify for departmental awards because you can't base a dancer against a musician. So we have talent scholarships, and these are based off the audition process. We also have quite a few competitive scholarships for specific majors as well. So I wanted to, before I run out of time, I wanted to hype the events that we're going to have this week. There are so many events happening this week, as you can see here. The BSN is Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and then all the way business, STEM, religion. There's so many things happening this week. I would love to answer more questions about these events, how you can participate in them. And then if you would like my contact information, I have that here, but I welcome any and all questions. Thank you so much.
Karen, thank you very much. Appreciate that. I'll leave that screen up just for a second or two. as I remind people to use the Q&A button if they want to ask questions. And again, if it's for a specific institution, please make sure to name that school in your questions so they know to respond to you. We've had a lot of questions so far, and I'm sure they'll probably continue. Up next, let's hear from Friends University.
All right, let me just get my screen up here. Sorry guys, I think I did the wrong one on accident. Hold on, technical difficulties, I apologize.
No worries.
For some reason, it's not sharing my PowerPoint when I want it to.
We were seeing a PowerPoint that read admissions overview.
Were you seeing that? Okay, let me.
We're seeing it as the program and not the presentation, like not the slideshow, but you may not have started.
Right, yeah, so let me. Are you not seeing it right now though, right?
Correct.
Okay. Sorry, I have two screens, so it's kind of making it a little difficult for some reason. Yeah, so let me just do this one here. I think I figured out the issue, sorry.
Okay.
Are you guys seeing that now?
Admissions overview.
Perfect, okay. There we go. Okay, so yes, my name is Chris. I'm from Friends University here in Wichita, Kansas. So I kind of just want to go over, mainly we're going to start with the 5 steps to getting you admitted here at Friends University. We are, just a little background on us though, a non-denominational Christian school. We were originally a Quaker school, so we do have that heritage here, but you don't have to be a specific religion to come to Friends. So everyone is more than welcome here. So the first step that we always want our students to do, just come on a visit. See if Friends is going to be a good fit for you. That is the most important thing about coming on your visit. We want to make sure that you're comfortable here and this is a great learning experience for you. So on that visit, you'll meet with faculty and staff here. So you can talk about specific programs that we have to offer. If you are an athlete, which a lot of our students here are athletes as well, you get to meet with coach, talk scholarship opportunities with them, and just see if the program is going to be right for you. Get a good tour of campus here. We really do think we have a gorgeous campus, so the best way to see that is to come on that visit. So if that's something you guys want to do, you can always just give us a call here in the admissions office, and we'll get that set up for you. So after you come on that visit, we want you to apply to the university. We do have there is not a fee for our application. So you can go to our website, friends.edu, and fill that out. It's right there on the home page for you. And when you're filling that application out, please make sure you fill it out as fully as possible so we make sure we get you with the right faculty members on your visit, and then we can make sure that we get everything taken care of so we can make sure we get you scholarship opportunities as well. Talking about scholarship opportunities, your next step is sending us your transcript and your ACT scores. So since COVID happened, we are actually waiving the ACT score for the fall 21 school semester. So if you weren't able to take it, you don't have to worry about sending it. But if you did take it, definitely we'll be more than happy to receive that from you. And then just sending us an unofficial transcript since we still are in school right now. We do require just an 18 on your ACT, and with your ACT at 2.0, if you do not send us your ACT at 2.75 GPA, we'll get you in. All of our students on campus receive an academic scholarship based off of those 2 requirements there. For incoming freshmen, that can range anywhere from $5,000 all the way up to $12,000 a year. So very important to get that into us as soon as possible. Step 4, we always say submit your FAFSA to any school that you're interested. That did open up October 1st. Just a great way to see if you qualify for any grants to help pay for school. School code is 001918 if you want to submit that to us anytime here. And just a reminder that you do have to submit that every year. Just something good to keep in mind that you do that every October 1st so you can continue getting that grant money if you do qualify. All right, and finally, the most fun step I like to say is to enroll. Here at Friends, we have a lot of different ways you can get enrolled in classes. So We have actual enrollment days you can come, where we have a lot of different students come on campus. So you get to meet who you'll be in class with, and you meet with your advisor that day, sign up for classes, and then you also get to finalize with our student accounts and financial aid. So it's a one-stop shop day. You don't have to worry about coming back onto campus or making a lot of phone calls, which is really nice. If you can't make it on campus, you can always just do a phone enrollment as well. So we would like to be as accommodating as possible. Just a little bit about Friends. We were founded back in 1898, so we have been around for quite a while. Like I said, we are that non-denominational Christian school. Our student population, we're at around 800 students right now, so class sizes are relatively small. First year, you might be looking anywhere from 20 to 30 students in your classroom, but once you get to that major, we drop down to about 10 to 15 total students in the classroom, which is really nice. We also have some pretty unique programs here. We have something called Zoo Science, where if you want to be a zookeeper, you can actually be in the zoo and take care of those classes that way. We did just introduce mechanical engineering lately, so we are kind of getting into more of the sciences, and we do have cybersecurity as well, which is pretty cool. Then, with athletics, we have over 17 athletic sports right now. We're actually thinking about introducing some new ones here. So we have kind of the traditional sports now, but we want to add men's and women's wrestling soon. We're adding dance to our competitive cheer program. So we are kind of excited to expand that as well. We are part of the NAIA here at Friends. Our conference is the KCAC. We've actually had several teams win the championship the past couple of years, so we are very excited about that. And of course, there are a lot of scholarship opportunities through athletics. And then we have here our fine arts program. We are very proud of our fine arts here. A couple of really cool programs is our ballet program. So if you want to have receive a bachelor's in ballet, we can do that. And we have extended that to different types of dance. So we have more modern dance, tap, things like that. So if you're not just a ballet major, you can expand that a little more. Again, you receive scholarships through that by doing audition. So you can either send in a video or you can come on campus and do that as well. And finally, one of the cool things is, since we are a smaller university, if you do play a specific instrument, we have professors who just teach for that instrument. So if you're a violinist, they'll just be a violin teacher for you, not a whole orchestra professor. So I think that's about my time, but hopefully if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at friends.edu. We'll be happy to answer any questions for you. Thank you. And sorry about the technical difficulties.
No worries. Thanks, Christopher. We appreciate it. And want to share the schedule a little bit. And again, remind people, relevant questions for each of our presenters, please use the Q&A button. Make sure you name the institution if it's specific to that institution, and use the Q&A button to ask those questions. Next up, we will continue with Manhattan Christian College.
What are your dreams? Are your dreams God's dreams? At Manhattan Christian College, what we're trying to do is that we want to help you chase the dreams that God has for your life. And so I'm really excited to share a little bit about MCC, Manhattan Christian College. We are located in Manhattan, Kansas, right across the street from Kansas State University. Manhattan is continually voted as one of the best college towns in the country, and so we love to be a part of that. My name is Ben Field, and I'm the Director of Admissions here at MCC, and thank you so much for tuning in, being a part of this virtual college fair. A lot of the times we'll be coming to your school, or we'll be coming on the college fair circuit, but things are different this year, and so we really appreciate you taking time out of your day to be a part of this. Manhattan Christian College exists to educate, equip, and enrich Christian leaders to impact the world, regardless of their chosen vocation. So MCC exists to educate, equip, and enrich Christian leaders. Let's break that down just a little bit. Educate means your mind. So any career that you're going to go into, you're going to have a comprehensive knowledge of that if you want to be successful. And MCC is going to help to educate you so that you feel prepared in whatever you're going into. Equip means that we want to equip you to make a difference wherever you go. Whatever you do, we want you to be a part of something bigger than yourself and be a part of something that's making a difference in your community and in your world. And enrich means that we care about your soul and we care about your mental health. We know that mental health is a really, really big deal, especially in 2020 with all that we're experiencing with the coronavirus and spikes in anxiety and depression. And we want to make sure that we can support you and help you to be the best version of yourself and help you to deal with all the crazy things that are happening in our world right now. At MCC, we train preachers and youth pastors and missionaries and counselors and nonprofit professionals. We train all types of people for whatever type of ministry that you're passionate about. We're going to help you get there. We will help to make sure that you're ready 4 years down the line when you would graduate with us. So maybe you're watching this, you're like, hey, that sounds cool. Unfortunately, I'm not really into the ministry thing. I'm passionate about ministry, but I don't want to work in a church. That's okay. I want to tell you about another option that we have. We've got a dual degree program with Kansas State University. And so you can get a degree with us in Bible and leadership and get a degree in Kansas State in whatever field that you want to do. So I did this program. I got a degree in Bible from Manhattan Christian College and got a degree in communication studies at Kansas State. And I got to tell you, it was an unbelievable experience because with the dual degree program, you're able to experience the best of both worlds. You've got a small Christian college environment and you've got a Power 5 Division I university literally right across the street. And so you're able to experience the best of what both have to offer. And you finish up with 2 degrees. 2. Have you all heard of Taylor Swift's song, 2 is better than 1? 2 is better than 1. I'm just saying, come on down, do the dual degree program. It's pretty unbelievable. Program takes 4 or 5 years, depending on how many college credits you come with. And how we're able to work the program is when you take a class in Old Testament history with us, that counts as a history class at K-State. So there's a lot of overlap. Most 4-year degrees are going to be 125 hours. With the dual degree program, you get 2 degrees in 150 hours. At MCC, we also offer varsity athletics. And so we've got men and women's soccer, women's volleyball, and men and women's basketball. And I know we're looking to bring back men and women's cross country as well. So if that's something that you're interested in, please let me know. Would love to connect you with our athletic director. We compete at the NCCAA Division II level. That's National Christian College Athletic Association Division II. And we've won 3 national championships in women's soccer, 2 national championships in men's soccer. We won a national championship in men's basketball, and we're hungry for more. So if you're really excited about the opportunity of college athletics, and you could be able to do that with us, and then also pursue whatever degree you're looking for at K-State. A couple other things for you. Number 1, I'd encourage you to apply to Manhattan Christian College. It's free Apptober for us right now. So if you apply, we'll waive that application fee for you. Why are we doing that? Because we give the people what they want. That's what we do. Number 2, we've got something called Thunder Thursdays, which is once a month. We got a campus visit day where you can come on campus, experience chapel, experience a class. We'll take care of lunch for you. It's a really fun opportunity for you to see what we're all about in person. And if you come, you get a $500 scholarship just for showing up. And the last thing I want to talk about for all you seniors out there is Timothy Days. It's an event where you interview for a scholarship based on Christian character and Christian leadership. And if you win the scholarship, you will get 25% of your tuition covered your first year, 50% of tuition covered your second year, 75% of tuition covered your third year, and full tuition your senior year. Comes out to worth over $40,000. And so we'd love, if you're interested in that, we'd love to let you know more about Timothy Days. Thank you very much for your time. Sincerely appreciate it. Come check out Manhattan Christian College. Come see us. We'd love to talk to you. Thanks so much.
Ben, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And I want to, again, remind everyone, if you have questions, to use the Q&A button to ask questions of our presenters today. Sharing the schedule again, and we have 2 schools remaining. Next up, we will hear from Sterling College.
Thank you. My name's Dennis Dutton. I'm the Vice President for Enrollment here at Sterling College, Sterling, Kansas. We're located right in the heart of the state. We're about an hour from Wichita and half an hour northwest of Hutchinson, Kansas. If you're from Kansas, you have those perspectives. We have about 675 students from 35 states and 17 countries. So why do students choose to come to a place like Sterling, which is a small town? Basically, three main reasons. One, we have seen over the years that we are a place for students who are passionate about doing things. We're a campus of doers. They come in with passions for sports. About 75% of our students are involved in athletics, 50% are involved in arts, music, theater, that kind of thing. So they're able to continue those sorts of passions, but also try different things as well. Maybe going out on a mission trip, that kind of thing. Number two would be community. We have a very strong sense of community. This is a small town and a small Christian college, Christ-centered college. And we have a host family program. So our people from town actually open up their homes to our college students. And we've had that for many years. And then, of course, we are Christ-centered as well. We are a Christian Christ-centered institution. We focus on servant leadership. We do have required chapel. We want students to know that we're coming from that perspective. I've got an at-a-glance video I'm going to share with you now that will hopefully, let's see, get the, yep, we got it both going here, I think. Here we go. Okay, and now I want to share with you about our programs of study. We have 80 plus programs of study at Sterling. You can see them listed here. We have our largest programs would be in business. We have criminal justice. Of course, health science is very big right now, including our master's in athletic training. We have a 3-2 program there, 3 years as undergrad and 2 as a master's student to get athletic training. Education is very big, as well as arts, music and theater and such. Sterling does offer online programs too. Sterling College Online, we have 9 full degree programs that are online, and those are available at a fraction of the cost. It's $145 per credit hour, and those are open for all students, any and all ages. Our newest addition this year to campus, we have what's called the Gleason Physical Education Center. And we expanded that this year with a $6 million renovation. This is a photo of the new weight room in the Gleason Center. And we also have a photo here of the new lobby as well. That's coming up, hopefully. There we go, the new lobby. And we're excited about that addition. Of course, athletics are huge at Sterling. How do you get into Sterling? Sterling has a free application. It's online at sterling.edu. And we require a 2.2 GPA and an 18 ACT. Now this year with the ACT, it is test optional at Sterling as well. If you do not have that, then you can be fully admitted with a 2.5 GPA. Below that, we can look at probationary acceptance as a possibility. And then we also have generous scholarships. Our scholarships are based on academics, on athletics, and also arts, music and theater and that kind of thing. Our very top scholarship is the Warrior Way Scholarship. the Warrior Way Scholarship, and that is for students. It's $17,000 per year. It's for students with a 3.0 GPA and a 22 ACT. If students do not have the ACT, then they have to have a 3.5 GPA plus a recommendation or a personal essay. So scholarships are very important at Sterling. We really want students to come visit. We have a visit page on our website. You can schedule a personal visit. We do both on-campus in-person visits as well as virtual visits. You can do those at any time. Just let us know. If you have any questions, Timothy Hendrickson is standing by to answer any questions you might have. So we're happy to be part of things today. Thank you.
Dennis, thank you very much. And we will continue. Again, any other questions that you have for any of our presenters today, please use the Q&A button and mention the institution specifically if it is for one school. Next up, we will hear from Baker University.
Awesome, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Let me just get my presentation up real quick. Awesome. So my name is Coll Tennyson. I'm one of the admissions counselors here at Baker University. We also have one of our other admissions counselors, Jeremy, who's going to be answering any of the questions you guys have. So feel free to shoot him any questions. I should mention my territory is anywhere in Western Kansas, as well as anywhere in the United States outside of Kansas, other than a couple select states that Jeremy has. So welcome, we'll go ahead and jump in. So Baker University is located in Baldwin City, Kansas. It's about 20 minutes away from Lawrence, Kansas, which is where the University of Kansas is located, as well as about 50 minutes away from Kansas City. We have a population of about 4,700, and we actually just celebrated our 150th year as a city. Some of the really big festivals that we have here include the Maple Leaf Festival, which you can see pictured towards the middle. It's basically a big arts and music festival that we have go on every single year. Unfortunately, because of COVID, we didn't get to have it this year, but it's something that attracts a lot of people from all around Kansas. I grew up about 35 minutes away from Baldwin City, and as I was growing up, I actually got to come out to that festival a few times myself, and it's something that really attracts a lot of people. So why should you study at Baker? Baker graduates earn the highest average salaries among universities in Kansas, as well as we rank as the top college in terms of return on investment for students. And that's just a couple of reasons. We also have some extremely notable graduates from here. The CEO of Panda Express actually was a graduate from Baker University, as well as the current head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Mike McCarthy. And he still returns to campus quite often and feeds a lot back to us, which is amazing. We have a 98.6 job and graduate school placement rate. Our school population is about 900 students, and we have a 13-to-1 student to faculty ratio. And all of that translates into what we have here is a really small campus that's going to feed into you as a student. We have faculty members who are invested in the students here. We even have admissions counselors who graduated from Baker who can recall experiences of having graduated and still keeping up with their faculty members, and having those professors text them on the mornings that they missed class, and really just pouring into you as a student. We have 30 majors and 40 minors here. Some of those popular majors include business, exercise science, sociology, education, and psychology. One of the biggest ones that we have here is our nursing program. Our nursing program actually allows you to spend 2 years in Topeka, Kansas, working at Stormontvale Hospital. So you're getting direct hands-on experience with that nursing program that you wouldn't necessarily get from some other programs. We also have something that's a little unique here at Baker called our interterm courses. So during those breaks that you have as a student, you have the opportunity to take classes to really experience something that really interests you as a student, as well as travel abroad. That way you're not having to commit to a full semester of traveling abroad. You're getting to take a 3-week experience where you're paired with a specific course and a specific faculty member, and traveling to a country. We had about 5 or 6 of those this last year, and it's really just a way for you to be able to experience that abroad program, but not have to commit to a full semester. We also have some pre-professional programs, which pairs you with 3 other major universities around Kansas and in Missouri. So while you're getting a degree here, you're also being able to get an engineering degree, a chiropractic degree, pre-medicine, things like that from another university, such as the University of Kansas, while you're also getting an undergraduate degree here. We also have something that's a little unique to Baker called the Baker Core, which allows you to really explore some of your interest in the some of your prerequisite classes and some of your early on classes that basically we've got 4 tracks for our prerequisite classes where you can find out where your interest is in terms of social justice, the environment and how that impacts you, and a couple others that really allows you to experience those prerequisites in a little way that you wouldn't necessarily from some other universities. And so moving on, 3 of our different ways that you can get involved here as a student includes our athletic programs. We actually have 23 varsity teams here. We're an NAIA institution, and we have we're in the Heart of America Athletic Conference. So we're competing against schools from Kansas, Nebraska, Missouri, and Iowa. We had 87 student athletes that were named Heart of America Scholar Athletes this last year, which was a record for us, and a bunch of different ways. So if you are a student athlete, we have about 70% of our students here who are student athletes. And so you can follow that link and actually meet with one of our coaches here, which is a way for you to get involved. We also have sorority and fraternity life. We've got 7 fraternities and sororities, 4 fraternities and 3 sororities. We've got a ton of students that are involved in that way, and so that's a way for you to participate on campus too, as well as 75 clubs, academic, student interest organizations, and governing bodies that you can also get involved in here too. Moving on, we do have a test optional process for this year, specifically for students that were affected by the pandemic. As long as you have a 3.0 GPA, you can apply as test optional. What that means is that instead you're submitting a recommendation letter from one of your high school teachers and a writing sample, which can be about any essay you wrote while you were in high school, as long as it has a grade, rather than submitting those ACT or SAT scores. We do still need you to submit your ACT or SAT if you do plan on applying for merit-based scholarships, but you can always submit those later down the line and use that test optional process just to get admitted. And some of those traditional application process notes are below, so you can take a look at those. For financial aid and cost, you can see the costs that are listed there. Pretty standard ones there. We do average at about $17,400 in terms of financial aid for our students. So we do actually give out a lot in terms of financial aid for students who attend here. So that's something that you can always look into as well. And then we do have a couple different events that you can attend as a student, whether that's attending an on-campus visit that we are still offering, or a virtual visit where you can sit down with a faculty member, a student, and myself, and we'll give you a little bit more in-depth information about Baker. But it looks like that's all the time that I have for today, so thank you for attending.
Coll, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And I want to thank all of our presenters today for sharing all of the information. I want to also thank you for attending today. Get the right slide up and make sure we have the right information. Want to mention a quick survey after you close this window. A very quick 4-question survey will appear. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this is just one of many sessions being hosted. Be sure to sign up for additional sessions, the same place you signed up for this one. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording, as well as all of the other session recordings, again, at the same website you signed up. I want to thank everyone again for participating, and I will leave the session open for about a minute or two to allow for an open question to be answered that's in the chat. Again, thank you for attending and have a great rest of your day.